Hey everybody, welcome to this month's question of the month. I'm David Keil. As you know, I answer your question, if you ask it, at yoganatomy.com/my question. Well, this month's question comes from Diane Davis. I've been practicing and studying Hatha Yoga for 52 years, teaching for 22 and a half years, heading towards my 70th birthday, and still very much enjoying teaching. However, I'm not as good as I was when I first started at age 17 years, same as you, David. I started at 17. I have dropped a couple of yoga postures, those that are hard on the knee. I stopped headstand after badly breaking my wrist when I fell over my new rescue dog. My favorite posture of full wheel I'm finding harder to do as my strength is not as it was when I was younger, even though I do weight-bearing yoga and light weights. Just wondering how other aging yogis teachers fare. It's a good question, probably one we don't talk about enough. Of course, it's natural for those of us aging. I'm a little ways away from 70, but it is creeping up on me. Just kidding. I just turned 53, just for the record on this video. It's natural for us all, I include myself in this, to want to practice the way I did when I was in my 20s. I don't think that's realistic. But the practice has grown in other ways, and I'm sure you have the same experience, Diane. You know, in your case, the question becomes, how do we take care of ourselves in terms of continuing to lean into practice, both physically and mentally, spiritually, etc., while also not pushing ourselves to create more problems than we're actually solving. And I think it's only natural that our practice changes over time. We let go of stuff. So you're probably on the right path. Unfortunately, you've had a couple of accidents that, no fault of your own. Even I, a few years ago, was doing something with my car. I was bent over and I pulled on something, and, my low back kind of made a funny feeling, sensation, sound, at least in my own mind and body, that, knocked me off for a number of months, made me a little cautious, made me a little fearful. And in some ways, I'm still recovering from that. And the question is whether or not and how much you care. Do you still have something to prove? Great questions to ask. I think we also want to believe that a yoga practice has magical powers, that nothing should ever go wrong, everything should stay exactly how it was, just the way it's always been. I'm not saying that too literally, but there's a little bit of that underlying sense there. I'm something I keep working on. How much can I let go of? What's realistic? I still want to teach. I still need to demonstrate now and again. So you need to maintain a practice. The question is how much and for how long. And you should try the best you can, especially if you're teaching. Anyway, I don't know if that helped. It was just a bit of a ramble. But if you've got a question, maybe sort of philosophical like that, you'd like to ask me, by all means, go to yoganatomy.com/my question.